We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. The Midsummer Classic between the National League All-Stars and the American League All-Stars. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special coverage of the Major League Baseball All-Star Game here on MLB Network. I'll be joined in the booth by Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, but before we turn to them, let's turn to the results of the fan voting for this year's All-Star starters. Final preparations being made on the field. We've got a fun night in store. It's the Major League Baseball All-Star Game on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2026 American League All-Star.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two men named by their managers to get the ball here to begin this All-Star Game. Alan Curry, a southpaw from Illinois, gets the starting call in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy has a three-pitch mix, and he needs all three of his pitches. If he has them all working and uses them properly, he has a chance to be very effective.
All right, let's check out the American League All-Stars on defense. And check out the left side of this infield. You think the pitching staff's not going to want to pitch the righties in to pull and the lefties away to go the other way to the left side? That's because everything's getting caught on the left side of this infield. Should be fun to watch.
Coming to the plate now, Gabe Smith. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
The second baseman, Gabe Smith.
Here's the first pitch to him.
First pitch, 7:05.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. And this is foul tipped as he stays alive here. But meanwhile, that ball came right back at our home plate umpire, and he may need some attention at this moment. The next 0-2.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Now that's popped up. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Well, Matty, you look at this lineup. The key to success is scoring early, putting the other team on their heels and allowing their own pitcher to go out there and feel like he can execute his game plan and attack and stay in the zone. This offense needs to get on the board.
First pitch on its way. Alonzo Wells comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. One out, nobody on. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Weather shouldn't be much of a factor. 71 degrees here at game time. 1-1 home.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
At the plate, Joseph Arnold, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. It's the National League nothing. American Leaguers coming to bat. You're watching the Major League Baseball All-Star Game exclusively on MLB Network. Sam Igawa, the Japanese left-hander, is tasked with the starting job. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, one of the things you look for in a pitcher, Matty, is movement on the fastball, and this guy has great run on his fastball. What does that mean? On his arm side, when he throws, the ball has it looks almost like a cutter. It has this little sweeping action. What it does, it keeps the hitters from hitting it off the barrel of the bat. A very effective pitch, but a very difficult pitch to command.
All right, so here's how the National League All-Stars line up on D. And one of the main backbones for them out on the field today is the guy behind the dish. He controls the entire flow of the game, manipulates the pitching staff, gets them through the game, and not only that, completely shuts down a running game.
So striding in, Dan Knox. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2 balls and a strike now. The 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
And a great location that time on the corner. 3-2 now.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Hit out towards second. Reined in. And there's one down now. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, the key for me to success for this lineup is they got to be willing to come through in big spots. They got to stick to the game plan. Somebody's going to have to get a knock with 2 outs and find a way to not leave base runners stranded.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. The windup and the 0-1. Nope. And he misses with it. 1-1. And there are our umpires. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
Batting third, from the Tampa Bay Rays.
Settling in now, Christopher Moran, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. We've played an inning. No score here on MLB Network. So striding forward now, Sammy Sosa. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Sammy Sosa.
And the pitch.
Now 1-0.
And the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that is through into right field for a single. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone, gets him to hit it on the ground. But obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
Into the box now, Randy Savage, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in there. Sosa on at first, nobody out. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Two is a changeup that misses. 3-2.
Gotta believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
3-2 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Perhaps wisely, another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And now they've got him in a rundown. And they got him at second base on a good, smart play that time.
Well, that's not a good look. No one likes getting picked off, but it's especially bad when it's your team's first hit. It's kind of deflating.
Stepping in now, Jim Snyder, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. No score here as we play inning number 2. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch. And he loses him on a breaking ball.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
At the plate, Mark Drake, man at first after the 2-out walk. From the belt, kicks and deals. Here's the 0-1. Taken high and deep to right. Looking up is the right fielder. At the track, the wall, into the bleachers, and gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as the National League moves out in front here 2-0.
And with one swing of the bat, he shows you why he's dripping with tools. He's got the speed, he's got the power. You don't know how to attack this guy. You can't put him on base with a knock or a walk, or he'll just end up on second or third. And if you leave something over the heart of the plate, that's what can happen.
At the plate now, Javier Gonzalez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Lays off. 2-2 now.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he can take you out of the yard.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Into the box now, Alexi Ortega. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Here's a look over to first, but the runner's back easily. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And he misses here with a slurve, even at 1-1. He's running. Pitch is high. The throw. Not in time as he steals second. Well, that stolen base was about as bang-bang as they come, and as Show Track demonstrates to us right here, it was his top speed that really made all the difference. He's definitely got wheels, and they were on display there. And the 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there, and if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Gabe Smith. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Looking to minimize the damage here.
Ball 1.
The 1-0. 1-1 the count now. From the stretch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Rip is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's the National League 2 and the American League nothing. Last half of the second set to go, and standing in the outfielder, Dennis Rock.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Batting fifth. From the Texas Rangers, no left fielder, Eric.
Now at the plate, Eric Rip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. He's got it. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. and an easy ground ball is the result.
John Costello.
So stepping in, John Costello. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball one.
1-0.
Two out, nobody on. Fouled off. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Nope, inside, ball two.
Three and one.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
Strike two called, and it's full 3-2.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Liner toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with two away. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least two bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and towering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
Standing in now, Mark McGuire, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. McGuire is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
2-0 count. The pitch is looked at for the first strike.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
He's set, and the payoff pitch. The bouncer to the left side. And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Greg Higgins takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 8, Greg Higgins.
Ready for another chance? Alonzo Wells, 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Good swing there, but this is fouled off to the right side. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Now here's the pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Riding in once again, Joseph Arnold. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
The 3-1. Popped him up. Costello is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder, number 21, Sammy Sosa.
Coming to the plate now, Sammy Sosa. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him.
1-0.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and the National Leaguers now lead it 3-0.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Into the box, Randy Savage, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Into center field, line drive, base hit. So with that, the top of the 3rd inning will continue. At least 1 more batter.
Boy, D-Roll, that's awful scary from a pitcher's standpoint, but what's it feel like when you hit one as a hitter that you know it's going right at a pitcher?
Yeah, it's scary from the offensive standpoint as well. You know, you're taught to hit it right back where it came from, but those moments right there make you cringe as you're coming out of the box.
And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. So 1 run here on 2 hits, with the big blow being the home run. No errors and no one left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The NL leads this one 3-0. Michael Santana is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 5, Michael Santana.
Back now with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Nicolas Castellanos to start out the inning. First delivery to him on the way. In there for strike one, 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And he takes this one high, 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball two, 2-1. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 2-2. Grounder down the line at third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away.
Batting ninth from the Detroit Tigers, the center fielder, Gabriel.
So digging in now, Gabriel Trejo. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Bases are empty, one man out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The right fielder, number 30, Dan Knox.
Digging in, Dan Knox. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike one.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase. And he makes the catch in the corner. American League goes down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Todd Rush enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Now pitching for the American League, number 28. Todd Rush.
New inning set to get underway, and striding forward the designated hitter, Jim Snyder.
The designated hitter, Jim Snyder.
First pitch on its way. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside. See if the fish are still biting.
Count even at 2-2. Full count now, 3-2. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Digging in now, Mark Drake. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the NL line score thus far. High and deep to right center. Long run for the right fielder. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Javier Gonzalez.
Stepping in, Javier Gonzalez. He drew a walk his first time up. Has a look, now the pitch. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike.
Yeah, he made up his mind early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
Fouled away. Three runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the NL line score thus far. And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now. Fastball just inside. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3-2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or 2, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Alexi Ortega is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. A runner on first with 2 away. Swung on and missed, 1-1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
The 1-1 is in there for the second strike. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1 left for the National Leaguers. They lead it 3-0. Trevor Bauer, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here.
17, Trevor Bauer.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Willie Batista.
The second baseman, Willie Batista.
Here comes the first pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
0-1.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. The pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. And it's fouled away. Ball one, taken just off the inside.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Skied into straightaway right. Sosa is there, one away.
Now batting, number 2.
At the plate, Christopher Moran. Here's the first pitch to him.
This is what fires me up right here. You don't get a chance to see this every day of the week. You got the reigning Cy Young Award winner squaring off against the reigning MVP. That's why you pay the price of admission.
And he falls behind 0-2. One out, nobody on. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Dennis Rock.
Digging in, Dennis Rock. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
Bauer into his motion. 1-0 on its way. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Bauer, it's pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters, usually a recipe for a lot of success.
Oh, that's one of the keys. I think if you were to build a perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on balls, and nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Another full count pitch home. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Another one sent foul. The payoff pitch one more time. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
The left fielder, number 23, Eric.
Striding in, Eric Rip comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Two out with the man at first. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. John Costello would be next. The 3-1. A shot down the first baseline. But this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. Fouled off. Popped him up. Ortega has room in foul territory, and the inning is over. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The NL's on top, 3-0. Ray Hand gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 3, Ray Hand.
All set for the start of the inning, and next will be the speed threat, Gabe Smith.
The second baseman, Gabe
First pitch of the at-bat.
Smith.
Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone. And that's swung on and missed on a pitch down, 1-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. One and two now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Now here's the pitch.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Hard on the ground toward short. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, number 2.
Digging in once again, Alonzo Wells. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. And a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. Joseph Arnold waits on deck. He loses him on ball 4.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Now at the plate, Joseph Arnold. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
And he fouls this one off. Runners on first with 1 down. Now a throw over, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Here's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Runner at first here, one man out. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Here now the 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch, and even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
So now to the plate, Sammy Sosa, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Now the 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. The 1-1 pitch.
That's outside.
Squared that one up just a little late. The 2-2. And another foul ball.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
2 strikes.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Digging in, Randy Savage. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1. Two down, runners at first and second. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's fallen behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
And a full count now, 3-2. Two men are on with two men out. Good wood on it there, but foul, so they'll do it again. Now the 3-2 pitch is at the knees and called strike 3. A couple of walks, but no damage. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Steve Figueroa is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
For the National League, number 29, Steve Figueroa.
Set now for the bottom of the fifth, and next will be the imposing power bat, John Costello. First delivery to him on the way. The 0-1 pitch.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
Fastball called strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
To the plate now, Mark McGuire. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. High and deep to right center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, Nick Castellanos.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. First offering on its way. In there, no balls and a strike. Strike 2 taken, a fastball that clips the inside black.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Line to the right side. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go in the American League. They trail it here 3-0. Billy Escobar takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 0, Billy Escobar.
Ready once again, Jim Snyder.
For the National League, the designated hitter, Jim Snyder.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, shortstop, Mark Drake.
Mark Drake will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
One and one.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. On a line, that's a base hit.
Danny, I know that's not the execution he was looking for right there. That batter's eyes lit up on that pitch.
Not a real good changeup. One of the things, Mark, this pitcher will do, he'll use that changeup like most pitchers will use the curveball. His changeup is that good. That one wasn't, though.
At the plate, Javier Gonzalez. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Runners on first with 1 down. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in. And another throw over. A dive, but he's back. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. One and 2 now as this catches the outer half. Escobar, 33 years old. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a changeup, and a 2-seam fastball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Still 1 and 2 as he fouls it away. Two and 2. Throw over to first. And again a throw. Throw is up the line as it gets away. And now, in fact, they'll tag him out at second base, trying to advance on the bad throw. What a break there. Fastball well outside. Alexi Ortega would be next. Three-two pitch. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 3-2 one more time. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here. So that's the 2nd walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alexi Ortega, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. The 0-1 and a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. NL leaves 1, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Jim Morris enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 23, Jim Morris.
Leading off the inning, Gabriel Trejo, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Gabriel Trejo.
Here comes the first pitch. Fastball right back to the mound, and he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Dan.
Now at the plate, Dan Knox. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now back, second baseman, Willie Batista.
Into the box, Willie Batista. First pitch of the at-bat. That just misses off the inside for ball 1. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. The 1-0 delivery. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
The 1-1. As a slider waved at and missed.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
The 1-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Sosa will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. The American League goes down in order. Still down 3-0. Cliff Shaver is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
The American League, number 2, Cliff Shaver.
Sam Jarowski is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Jarowski.
And that's by him. It's 0-1. Fouled away. Oh, and 2. Here it comes. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
J.C. Embry will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Embry.
And this is on the outside corner for strike 1. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch.
Inside ball. Inside, 0-1.
One out, nobody on. towards second. And that is through into center field for a one-out single.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball.
Avery McMillan will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning. Now a throw over, and the runner back easily. In there, 0-1. Runners on first with one down. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you're kind of in a difficult spot.
A runner on first with 2 away. Runners off for second. Strike called. Now the throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. Back with more of our All-Star Game coverage in a moment. Sam Kurowski stays in the ballgame in the 8th spot and takes over at second base.
Number 31, Alex Hudgens.
J.C. Embry stays in the ballgame batting number 8 and takes over in center field.
Now in left field.
Avery McMillan remains in the game, batting 8th and manning left field.
Number 22, Avery.
Alan Hudgens stays in the game after pinch hitting, and he'll be patrolling right field. Thomas Nicholas gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Now pitching for the Nationals,
Andrew Torres is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. This is foul right side. Nicholas, a 5'10" right-hander. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a 2-seamer, a cutter, and a splitter. Again, another foul ball. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 and 2.
Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
it's fouled away. Fouled off. Once again, a 3-2. And he fouls this one off. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Scott Fisher will come on as a pinch hitter.
Pinch hitting for the American Leaguers, number 38, Scott Fisher.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. That evens it up, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fouled away. The 2-2. Line to the right side. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Well, you can't fault the fielder for being aggressive. He sold out to try to catch this thing, but it comes up empty and the ball just squirts by him. High risk, high reward move that just didn't pay off.
Jose Canseco will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 33, Jose Canseco.
This is on the ground over to first. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Tom DeLuca will be charged with the job of getting that guy home as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at third. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. This one's into the bleachers and gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, and the American Leaguers have cut the score to 3-2 now.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows, finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat, being shut out all game, but not anymore.
At the plate now, Mark McGuire, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No hits to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the third strike, and that's the third out of the inning. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. 8th inning coming up. The NL leads it 3-2. Andrew Torres is the new shortstop as he stays in the game after entering as a pinch hitter.
Now playing left field.
Jose Canseco remains in the game, batting 9th and manning left field.
Now in left field, number 33,
Tom DeLuca will remain in the game in the number 9 spot and take over at catcher.
Now at shortstop, number 15, Andrew Torres.
Michael Oka has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Michael Oka. Now catcher, number 41, Tom DeLuca. Your attention, please.
Leading off the inning, Alan Hudgens, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 3-2. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first down.
Now batting, the catcher, Randy Savage.
Bill Reeves will come on now as the pinch hitter.
Number 11, Bill Reeves.
And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. On the ground near home. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Up next for the National League, the designated hitter, Gary Snyder.
Jonas Hernandez will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the bases empty.
Jonas Hernandez.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Now the 1-0. Hit down the third baseline. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The NL leads this one 3-2. Bill Reeves will stay in the ball game, taking over the catching duties behind the plate.
Number 11, Bill
Alec Mitchell-Tree is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. Nick Castellanos now. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Count is even 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
The 2-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And it's fouled away. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Standing in now, Gabriel Trejo. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Mitchell-Tree, a native Pennsylvanian. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and a changeup. 1-1. Here it comes.
Outside.
Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
Fastball in there for a called strike. One out, one on in a 1-run game. And he takes strike 2.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The slider is laid off on the inside as it just misses the zone.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We've played 8 full. The NL's on top, 3-2. Jody Kelsey will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
A defensive change for the American League. Now playing right field. Number
Henry
74,
Santos enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Henry Santos.
Kicking off the top of the 9th, Mark Drake, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. First offering on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trejo is there, one quick out to start inning number 9.
Now batting, the third baseman, Javier Gonzalez.
Ready for another shot now, Javier Gonzalez, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, this isn't his more accomplished side. As a general rule, he's a much better hitter from the right side, but they're looking for him to come through here, swinging the bat left-handed.
All right, this is going to get interesting. Little 0-0 changeup right there, little out in front. Let's see if he makes the adjustment and plays with the big part of the field.
Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Popped up. Castellanos in foul ground, and no one will track it down. The 1-2. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. This one's down to third. Castellanos is there, and a long throw across the diamond gets him. That's a nice play. And definitely worth another look with our show track data. Great reaction from the hot corner to make the backhand stop, and then he unleashes that very strong throw while in the air all the way across the diamond. He's going to be smiling about that one. Stepping up now, Alexi Ortega. First pitch of the at-bat. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Outside, 2-1.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
The 3-1. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
Mark Thorman will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. Ball 2 now.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
And this pitch is inside, and he can't find the zone all of a sudden. 3-0. J.C. Embry would be next. 3-0 pitch. Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Payoff pitch on its way. Lifted the other way to left center. And this hops over the wall out there for a ground rule double, and maybe a tough break as that'll freeze the runner at third with 2 gone.
Man, an unlucky break right there with the runner stealing from first. If that ball doesn't bounce over the wall for a ground rule double, he's probably going to score easily. But instead, he's forced to stay at third. Now it's going to be up to the next guy to drive him home.
And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
And this is the right move here. With first base open, take the bat out of this guy's hands every single time.
Now to the plate, Avery McMillan. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch, and this is low, ball 1. Changeup stays outside and is behind 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Two out, bases loaded. And oh, that gets him on the mound. And they'll wind up getting the force anyway. So a crazy play there, and the inning is over. So they let him off the hook here by scoring no runs despite the 2 walks. One more shot coming up will go to the bottom of the 9th. It's the National League 3 and the American League 2. Mark Thorman will remain in the game at second base after coming on as a pinch hitter in the last half inning.
Now playing center field, number 25,
Barry Bonds stays in the ball game in the 9-hole and takes over out in center field. Adrian Almanzar takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Almanzar. Now at second base, number 10, Mark Thorman.
Vinny J will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 18, Vinny J.
Down the first baseline, reined in, and he'll take this to the bag himself. 1 gone here in the 9th.
Now batting, shortstop, Andrew Torres.
Eric Robison will get a shot here as a pinch hitter.
Number 8, Eric Robison.
Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0. One out, nobody on. A ball and a strike.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
The 1-1. Chopped toward the second baseman. He's got it. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Scott Fisher.
Ken Yamaguchi will come on as a pinch hitter.
Pinch hitting for the American League. Number 4, Ken Yamaguchi.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Can't find the zone here as the cutter low makes it 3-0.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a one-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
Fans on their feet in a one-run ball game in the last of the ninth. And he lays off ball 4, so now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Rich Martinez will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 27, Rich Martinez.
There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Up high, 2-1 now. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
Hit hard back up the middle, and they will get to force, and a tough way to end it here as this ball game is over.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The National League All-Stars took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Sam Higawa takes home the win. Alan Curry only completed 2 innings and is charged with the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.